I know a lot of you out there probably have an idea about how you think this should go. It's come to my attention that Marvel films are very repetitive, but people love them. And if Sony wants to compete with them, even though they say they're not really in competition, we all know the truth. Spider-Man can exist in his own universe. And the best way to combat this is to make a shared universe with Spider-Man and anyone who's ever appeared. They first appeared in a Spider-Man comic. This includes Frank Castle, Black Cat, and Kraven the Hunter. It's my belief that Morbius, if it wanted to be good, that it would take note from the 1990s cartoon series and introduce Felicia Hardy as Michael Morbius's girlfriend. That way, you introduce a character early on. Maybe she's not the Black Cat at first. Maybe she's just Felicia Hardy. This will give Spideyverse an opportunity to slowly develop in its other films. So maybe you got Morbius and he accidentally kills Felicia or turns you into a weird halfway person. Halfway vampire, halfway human, kind of like Blade. Or maybe he just sucks her blood, but he doesn't know that her blood has the same superhuman experiment that Captain America took. So it makes him all crazy, like a vampire, but even crazier, gives him wings or something. And then maybe instead of these two characters, the Tyrese and Doctor Who are playing, maybe they're still in it, but maybe it's revealed that it's even crazier stuff's going on. Unbeknownst to Morbius, his girlfriend, Felicia, had previously made a deal with the devil, the Marvel's universe, Mephisto, and once he finds out that Morbius nearly kills her, he's a little pissed off and slowly starts to hint at a possible team up with the Midnight Suns, this comic that was popular in the 90s. Well, it wasn't really popular, but it's a neat idea. You know, Marvel's not using Ghost Rider to his full potential, and they haven't been using Mephisto, which is, I think, a mistake, but I think Christian Bale's probably going to play him in Thor Love and Thunder if they're smart. But maybe get Christian Bale's Mephisto, he sends Ghost Rider, just get Nick Cage, okay? Don't get the other guy. He was in Terminator 6, and nobody saw that movie because who cares about a fucking time-traveling robot, you know, or a future with robots, or a timeline that doesn't make any goddamn sense, you know, Terminator Genesis, you know, just, you know, Mephisto sends Nick Cage back on the Ghost Rider, and he's supposed to kill Morbius, you know, and then Blade shows up. It's Blade. Bring Wesley Snipes. Mahershala Ali. You know, get Wesley Snipes to play someone else, like Kraven the Hunter. You know, get him to play a different character. Maybe John Jameson's there, and he's already gone to space, and he found the crystal. You know, just fucking do it. Just make Midnight Suns. You know, Marvel's not doing it. You know, Marvel, just give Sony the properties that you don't want to work on, so they can make the Spider-Man universe the best universe, or the second best universe out there, because no one likes DC. Even though DC made a great Joker movie And Harley Quinn was a great film. I thought production design was great. Fight scenes were cool. Characters were great. You know, it was a really neat movie, but nobody saw it because everyone these days is just a fucking sexist pig. Because the president's an evil maniac and he only cares about profit, and now we're in this fucking mess with the COVID-19. They're even making movies about COVID-19 without even knowing it. And it's just a mess out here. I can't even leave my house. You know, I gotta wear a mask because air is poisonous. I can't even breathe on people. Now they're telling me I can't sit with my married wife. You know, what the fuck, man? What's this fucking travesty? You know, they say it's a mutation, and sure, I think mutants are cool until it's real. Ah, man, I just want a good X-Men movie. You know, I just want to go to the movies again, but now they're all shut down and the economy's just falling down and everybody's stuck inside for some fucking self-reflection, and now I'm just doing this video and this isn't even my real voice. I just think it's hilarious. Anyway, we'll probably still be stuck inside, so I have time to make these videos because I'm not doing no job. I don't have a job, just waiting on this fucking stimulus check. Maybe he's getting the inside scoop. Maybe he was sleeping with Felicia and he's upset that she's gone missing. So he's figuring it out. He's going in to investigate, and you got Venom fighting Morbius. Or maybe he's not Venom yet. Maybe he's just Eddie Brock. Maybe this is a prequel to Venom. You know, maybe Morbius sucks Venom's blood, and that's what makes him crazy. You know, use the characters you already have and make it a fun movie. Bring John Jameson in. Maybe he was all friends. They're all friends at Empire State University, you know. Think of it like Harry Potter, except for Hogwarts, it's Empire State, you know. You could just incorporate it any way you want to. Just don't make a bunch of animal backpacks and expect us to get it, because it's not going to work. Alright, let's watch this trailer. 3, 2, 1. His sonar, like he's the Batman. He's got the Batman sonar there. He's a cripple. It's just Jared Leto being beat up, just like the Joker was. He's the guy from Mad Men's a priest. He was in Chernobyl. He saw it happen. Yeah, he's dying from the radiation. It's a COVID-19. He's got it. It's the G5. It's really about the G5 tower. There it is. And he's crippled. And he's having a hard time. And he's trying to take care of this girl. You know, she's sick. But he hasn't been eating. He's hungry. He's gonna eat a bat! He's gonna eat the bat! Oh no, he's just looking at the bat blood. Maybe I can mix them. I can mix the bat blood. I'll go on a quest. This is the only time we'll ever leave the city, because the rest of the movie's boring. I got a blade. I got a magical blade, and I'm gonna cut my hand. Who built this doorway? What's that about? Who did this? It's like Jurassic Park, but with bats. You're confusing people. Is this the Batcave? There's too many movies with bats. Yeah. He's got the corona. He's stuck in a cage. He's in isolation. He's got to get out. He's got to get out of there. But she's like, I can't be around you when you breathe. I'm going to get it. I got a grandma. Give it to my grandma. He's still in isolation. And she's like, I think maybe you're dying. And he's like, maybe not. Now he's just telling us what his powers are. Who's he talking to? Is this just a recording? It's all vanity. There aren't any characters. It's just him. It's just Jared Leto on a boat. What's on the boat? What led you to the boat? I just don't... Is this after you went to the jungle, but you went there by helicopter? Was that Gary Oldman? Tyrese? Doctor Who? We got the long hair. I got the screaming. Jared Leto, you're a creative guy. You're Mr. Nobody. Requiem for a Dream. You're a good actor. you know, I know you're listening to this because you listen to everything because, well, Severity Project, man. I know Joker was a bummer and David Ayer didn't really give you your due. You should have been the main villain. You should have been the main villain in that movie. The Joker, they should bring it back, you know? In a way, if you watched it, Joaquin, he inspired a bunch of Jokers in the city. Who's to say, you know, your Joker could still exist in the same universe? They're doing Flashpoint Paradox, you know, all the... Once you introduce a multiverse, you can do anything. You know, bring Morbius in, but maybe get, you know, if you can't get Spider-Man, get Blade or Hannibal King, you know. There's all these characters, you're not using them. You got J. Jonah Jameson's son, he's an astronaut, Moon Wolf. He comes back as a wolf, a werewolf man. You got Black Cat, get a team up, maybe they fight you. Maybe that's the thing. It doesn't have to be another fucking Dracula movie. I've seen it. You know, it's Dracula, it's Wolfman. No wonder Universal didn't work out. They don't know how to turn horror movies into action films. You know, it's a totally different genre and you're trying to turn it into an action film. Marvel's got the chance to do it, you know? Introduce things on the you know, the supernatural side of things. Get some more creative filmmakers to make your film. Why are you making this movie? This looks like a standard action movie. There's no style. I guess there is with the flashing lights in the hallway and the mountain with the bats, but make it crazy. Make it fun. This is just like you guys showed up on set and were like, this looks good. Okay, let's shoot it here. Like, you have no design at all. There's no design in this film. It's all boring looking. It's like you went there and you saved money on the set and the art department because you didn't want to put in the effort. Who are these people you're hiring? You know, like, get Panos, you know, Cosmatos, or, you know, Richard Stanley. Did you see those films? They're fucking scary. Scary as shit, but they're beautiful. You know, you're in a comic book. It should be a fantasy. It should be a fantasy film, but it's horror, and it's fun. This is just, you know, the movie looks like you turn into a vampire, and that's it. Maybe you turn this guy into a vampire. And then maybe Tyrese pulls a Van Helsing, and then the girl's a vampire, and you're all vampires fighting each other. Who are you killing? How are you in Spider-Man City? What is this crap? I hate it. Is Venom gonna be here? Like, how are you gonna connect it? The whole thing is, you gotta connect them. You got all these characters, and you're not using them. You're not using them. It's just like the X-Men all over again. And this Adrian Toomes, you don't even know that's him. You're just like, oh, it's Michael Keaton. Here he is. He's showing up. I had no idea that he was Vulture. I was like, oh, it's Michael Keaton. Who's he play? I didn't connect it. You know, you're handing these kids sticks, and they're like, huh? Who's this guy? Put him in the fucking movie. I guarantee you that scene in the trailer is the after credit scene of this stupid fucking movie that's coming out. It's this fucking rebound movie. Jared Leto rebounding of the Joker. He got kicked out of DC because he was sending people used condoms. Who does that? If a coworker sent me used condoms, I wouldn't want to work with them. Can you imagine Will Smith at home, Jada Pinkett's answering the door, and there's like they sent him a dead pig? Can you imagine it? It'd be terrible. My main concern is that Morbius, he doesn't have blue hair, and he's sucking He's sucking blood with his teeth. You know, really liked Amazing Spider-Man cartoon show. And I heard they, toned it down for the kids, but the idea of him sucking blood through his hands was really neat. I thought really original. And I see him going to the cave, and here comes a bat, sucking blood out of his hand, and I'm just like, come on, man. Fucking Dracula. No one wants to watch Dracula. Did you watch the last Dracula film? All the Dracula films that come out aren't doing any good. No one wants to watch Dracula. No one wants a regular vampire. I want a science vampire sucking blood out of hands, with blue hair. What is this shit?
Huh?
It's the same thing in Venom. You had the symbiote going against another symbiote, and it's not interesting. The movie was good until you got to the villain, and you're like, well, it's just like The Mask. He's wearing another form of the same thing the main character has. Morbius, the living vampire, versus this other guy. He's also a vampire. Now I'm just watching a fucking vampire movie. See, a big fat downfall of Venom was he's just fucking another symbiotic dude. Spider-Man not fighting another Spider-Man. He's fighting the Lizard, the Vulture, or Mysterio. They all have vastly different powers. And they knock each other off balance. And it's a neat fight. It's a dynamic fight. If you're fighting the same guy with the same powers, it's a fucking snooze fest. I don't give a shit. Black Panther was great until they fought, and you're just like, okay, I guess they're the same exact person. So I think Morbius' biggest fault here is lack of villains. He's got his personal demons he's fighting, but then he's got Doctor Who, the vampire, to fight later, I guess. But bring back the Midnight Suns. That's the one we want to see. Sons of Midnight. The only obvious way to incorporate him is to make him part of the Sinister Six. Well, I'll go over more of that in my next video. Spider-Man 3. Well, this is what I think. Okay, I think I've talked enough. Let's talk about the Joker. I'm the Joker, baby. Like and subscribe, okay? I'm going. Have a great day. Bye.